Massafra, also known as the Thebaid of Italy, is a town in the province of Taranto from the Neolithic origins. It is said that Hannibal has passed, then the Normans, then the Aragonese, and then the French. Today, Massafra is a town with predominantly agricultural tradition, with many farmers producing wine, olives, and citrus. From Piazza Garibaldi, just admire the clock tower, a symbol of civic Massafra. The tower is about 22 meters high. The top is equipped with bells in 18th century style, while the decorations are made in Baroque style. A little further on is housed City Hall, a fine building of the first half of the 1800s, built by the architect Campanella. The monastery of Saint Benedict is one of the finest examples of Baroque architecture in Puglia. It was built at the end of the year 1600 and contains a fine altar in polychrome marble, various paintings also of the artist Carella, and an artistic organ from the year 700. Of particular note are many examples of civil architecture of the city. Among the various buildings is to be mentioned in particular Palazzo dei Notari Stefani, and especially the refined details of its portal and the entire facade. Continuing our walk, we find the Cathedral of St. Lorenzo, now the Collegiate Institute, and one of the largest buildings of tourist interest and historical and touristic resources. The exterior columns and local stone cut in quarries of Citignano with hand-sculpted capitals, while on the cornice there is a prayer of Hail Mary in Latin. Visible from any point of the district, the cathedral has become, along with the castles and bridges, a symbol of the city, probably because of the huge dome that dominates the whole inhabited. Among the important examples of civil architecture, we must mention the historic palace ex Margherita, who is an excellent playing style of the castle of Miramare in Trieste, which is located inside the main house of the city. We continue our walk into the heart of the old town, and we discover a wealth of endless beauty made up of narrow alleys, arches, and a lot of picturesque spots that appear to be protected by the old town, suddenly stop the flow of time in the hectic life of modern life, reported as an enchantment to a distant past. And it is here, located in the middle of an intricate staircase that connects the country to the Appian Way, we encounter the Church of Santissimi Medici, built in the year 700, probably on an ancient crypt, and now a place of pilgrimage for Catholics from all over the world. Some main examples of military architecture, beautiful and imposing on a hill overlooking the village, there is the castle. The fort has a quadrilateral shape with 4 towers at the sides, 3 circular shaped and octagon. Equipped with a ditch, ramp, pointed arches, battlements, stone coats of arms in the 2 portals, the formal stables, prisons, and torture chambers. The tradition tells of many tunnels that branch off from it, constructed to create escape routes as a result of the sieges. It's an octagonal tower overlooking the Gravina of St. Marco, a beautiful rock wall that goes down deep in a beautiful natural landscape that alternates between hard and caved carved into stone to small patches of low vegetation. Just down the harmonious ravine stands the sanctuary of the Madonna della Scala, the patron saint of Massafra. Of particular note is the rear wall, in a corner the 13th century fresco representing the Virgin and the Child, with characters still typically Byzantine. But Massafra jealously guards the treasures within its walls that are not yet finished. There is still to discover the Capucine Monastery, a large building consisting of approximately 25 cells. The Romanesque Church of Our Lady of All Graces are immersed in the ravine of the Madonna della Scala, with a nave and 4 side altars. The former Mother Church temple architecture from quasi-military, probably an expansion of an existing fort, then turned into the first half of the 16th century into a church consecrated in 1582. A rose window dominates the facade, and on the tympanum of the portal there's a statue of an angel called the Holy Misered. Finally, the church and convent of St. Augustine, from the Baroque facade of pure Pugliese style, built just after the half of the year 500. A legend, Massafra wants him in the middle of a strange story about the plague. It is said that within its walls were held the bodies of the sick, and the next wall contains the infection. They have not found official sources to confirm this theory. The recent restoration has found an ossuary, but are supposed to deal with the use of monastic bury of the dead. The interior, restored, and offers an impressive display of Apulian Baroque, and the natural acoustics of the place makes it ideal for music. Because of its curved facade, it's one of the few surviving examples of Baroque architecture to weather and human history.